Yo, 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 what is up, my guys? Welcome back to another cruel review. A very cruel review indeed. And today I finally watched Predator Killer of Killers, the new animated anthology film in the Predator universe, expanding the Predator stories and following these predators that are hunting other killers and like hunters. Now, this movie was excellent, man. The animation on it is spot on. It looks fantastic. And it has some pretty good voice acting in there. It has strong emotions between the first story. The second story also had some strong emotions. Third one, not so much. I love the Japan sequence. The Japan sequence over there was awesome. I'm I'm part Japanese, so yeah. But overall, I thought it was a great film. There was so much to it, and I love how they're expanding the Predator universe into an animated film. Personally, when I saw the trailer at first, I wasn't really excited because it was an animated film, and I didn't really feel like that was the route for a Predator film. But after watching it, I can definitely say this is one of the best Predator movies we have ever gotten. It's it's a fantastic film, man. There's so much gore in the film, and a lot of the gore is really impressive in the way they pulled it off. And I am absolutely in love with these predators. Dude, they are absolutely aura farming throughout the film. And I love it how they connect all three of these stories in their own way, where it shows the backstory of all of these survivors and how they got onto this predator ship. And um after that they all have to like fight each other, but then they end up fighting like the king of the predators, and they end up fleeing. At least two of them end up fleeing and escaping. And I like it how they're all like deep frosted and like hundreds of years later or whatever. I'm not sure when this movie actually takes place, because if we're talking about when this movie takes place, it has to be around the ending of the movie, because the first 1 hour of the movie is more setting up the ending of the movie. And I'll be honest, the pacing in this movie is really good. They managed to fit a lot of stuff into all three stories, and they're all interesting in their own way. The first one was about Vikings. The second one was about Japan and like samurais, and the third one was about a pilot. And also that scene was incredible, where they're all flying in the air, and then he tries to stop the predator flying the ship on his own because everyone else got killed, and then his one buddy sacrifices himself so he's able to kill this predator, which he does. And because they killed all of these predators, that's the reason why they're being put onto that ship. Overall, I think it's pretty good. Um, Now I'm gonna do a quick ranking of the Predator films real quick. Last place, Requiem or The Predator. Those two were pretty bad. After that, I would have to put AVP, the original. I thought it was okay. It wasn't great. After that, Predators. A little bit of a step up. I still didn't think it was that good, but yeah. After that, Predator 2. I don't think he's really built for New York. I don't know. It kind of feels weird having him in New York. I like that setting of him being in New York, but I just don't think it was executed as well as I think it could have been. After that, I would have to put Killer of Killers, which was great, by the way. That's why I'm making this review. I would 100% recommend it. I gave it a 4.5 stars on Letterboxd. You can go follow my Letterboxd. It is in my YouTube bio. I post a whole bunch of reviews on there. My latest one, I think, was A Work of Art music video. And the second place would have to be Prey. Dude, Prey was so much fun. Prey was like really good, and it brought back like the good old Predator, Although it was a first of its kind and it takes place 300 years ago before the original Predator. And I love that they decided to go back in time and kind of show us how predators like found Earth and stuff. And then the first one is obviously the best one in my opinion. Arnold, great performance, great movie. I would say my top 3 movies for the Predator franchise are overall really good films. Like Predator, Prey, and Killer of Killers are all really good films for their own reasons. Prey was because like it was like an origin kind of how they found Earth, and I like the way they went with the story, like with this girl that's being hunted by a predator, but then she tries to find her way to stop this predator from killing her. And Killer of Killers obviously was an animated film. Um there is one problem I have with Killer of Killers, and it's that we didn't really get to see much predators that much. Okay, hear me out. Predators are in a good portion of the film, but I was expecting a little bit more from this. And maybe that's just because it's an animated film and I didn't really have a lot of high expectations going into this movie. So that's why I probably wanted to see more predators. But yeah, overall, the characters were pretty fun. The predators were very, very rough. Oh my god, dude. They were absolutely shredding, dude. But yeah, I thought Predator Killer of Killers was a good movie. And overall, I'd have to give it at least a 9 or a 9.5 out of 10. That's my only problem. That I don't think it's a perfect movie, which is why I'm not giving it 5 stars. But overall, I think it was a fun film. I don't know about you guys. I'd recommend watching it. I think a lot of you guys would actually love it. Like, if I'm not really that big of an animated guy and I go into this not having any expectations and it ends up being a great film, that means you should go watch it. And if you are a fan of like animated horror flicks, well, this one isn't necessarily horror. Like, all the other Predator films are considered horror movies, but this one is actually the least horror out of all of them. That could be because it's animated, but I'm not sure. The the other Predator films, though, it does say horror on the tag for it, but yeah. So this was more just kind of like a mix and match, but most of it was supposed to be surrounded by my review for Killer of Killers. Still, I would definitely recommend seeing this film as soon as you can. I personally, I thought it was a very fun film. I think you're all gonna love it. Fun fact: I actually almost met the voice actor who does the. I can't really do it, but the clicking sound that Predator makes in the original film. I almost met him, and he's played by the voice actor for Optimus Prime, believe it or not. But sadly, because he has cancer, I think he had to cancel. But overall, good movie, fun movie, entertaining, gory as hell in some of the scenes. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go watch Predator Killer of Killers. I think you're going to love it. It's only on Disney Plus and Hulu, so see ya.